day, all. Ira Epstein of Linn & Associates with your metals market wrap-up. And this is for Monday, and we're now on the 12th of August, 2019, just around 4:33 in the afternoon. Well, as you can see, gold and silver were up, copper down a fraction today, as were some of the other metals, even the Bitcoin. We saw the stock market down, so what you actually had today was safe haven buying in gold that seemed to have carried copper a little bit, and not copper, silver, I'm sorry. Bonds and notes continue to see yields fall. Now, it is a Monday. We had a big break in the stock market. We had a rally in the metals. Nothing really took place to speak of in the foreign currencies. But I'm wondering, markets like these notes and bonds that had a good run up here, are they ready for the potential of a Tuesday reversal? Hard to tell. We saw fresh buying come in as Argentina had a big problem with an election result, a primary vote yesterday for an election coming up in October. And the current government, if that result comes in now, they'll never make it to the second round of the November election. It'll end in October with a new government. That hurt the value of the peso, which affected some markets. We're seeing now the 10-year note yield at 164. Market is scared from that. We get Chinese trade data on Wednesday. Market's looking forward to that. So, as you can see, the gold market continues its rally up another $8.7 today. The market finished today 1505.30. That is a new high close on the current thrust that this market has had. When we take a look, you had an outside day up. That means you took out Friday's high and low and then went up in the market and closed higher. That means that the swing line has a lower low and a higher high as well. So are we trending? No. But what I like about this is it tells me that today's low of 1498.60, if taken out in the D-Gold, could be the first sign that the market wants to begin something of a more of a corrective mode in it. I'm not saying it has to happen, but that number, if it were hit on Tuesday or Wednesday, I'll stay with what I know that would be a sign. Then whatever the high is of the market should not be taken out again at that point. Am I bearish that? No. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying you could begin a bit of a correction. Bigger support each day is down at the 18-day average of closes. It's fairly far away. It's at 1459.40, but it is jumping on average $4 to $5 a day. So we're going to see that market probably in the 1460s tomorrow. That's still pretty far from where you're at. It's going to be about $60. That's not an easy move to get back. In terms of the resistance of the market, if you look at the upper Bollinger Band, it came in today at 1524.40. The market got as high as 1531.50 and then threw backwards and closed under that number at 1517. So the resistance is still there, but now you have an embedded reading. So embedded until it's lost means that on pullbacks in the market, I'm expecting the pros to continue buying this market on breaks, try and then come out as fast as they can against the Bollinger top. When we take a look at GLD, it too has the embedded reading. So you've got a market now in a nice uptrend. It's riding the Bollinger Band, gets under it, over it. That's a sign of strength with the embedded reading, a big sign of strength. So until this reading is lost, I am in the bull camp in the market as a market technician. GDX, a lot of resistance here at that upper Bollinger Band. Now in this particular market, are you going to turn? And if you take a look at these numbers, both numbers were over 80 today, which is, let me come back here for it, and then back this way. Both numbers were over 80. The day before, which is Friday, they were both over 80, and they were both over 80 on Thursday. They weren't that way on Wednesday, which is fine. You have an embedded reading. So what I like about embedded readings is two things. Number one, they're telling you that until it's lost, the market's changed its nature from being overbought, that it locked in an uptrend. Number two, when the reading is lost, it gives you an idea that momentum to the upside is in a corrective bout, and it might just pull itself back down towards that 18-day average of closes. So there's two things that you watch with it, and obviously as a bull you want to keep it embedded. The gold-silver ratio, pulling back a little on the silver market today, and you can see that the silver got up, challenged that resistance point in the SEP, and I'd like to move this to D's, but all the volume's still in the September. It'll happen this week that I'll make the shift, but we're not there yet. And the resistance still comes in here at that upper Bollinger Band. And if you look at this market, today, both numbers aren't over 80. You're just overbought in a resistance zone, still in an uptrend. I'd love to see a correction in this market come down and get back towards those 18-day average of closes. If you look, by the way, remember, my silver report is still on our website. So if you go under education at www.iraepstein.com, you'll see Ira's metals report. Click it, and you'll see it. It comes off on Wednesday. So that'll be the day that at some point it disappears. And that's it, because it's not meant to be history. It's meant to be for now. If you take a look at the copper, lower highs, lower lows, bear trend, oversold market, going a bit sideways here. Can it get down to 252? That's going to be the big issue. Get under this 250 level, and you could be at 2.25 before you even know what's going on. Obviously, trade issues weigh heavy on industrial metals. In the platinum market, I have mentioned every day last week that you're just fighting at this 18-day average of closes. It hasn't changed. The trend of the market, the swing line is up. The settlement today was under the 18-day average. The bias is down, and you're starting to develop the potential here. If we come back, this high was 871.90, and this high, whoops, I want to get to it, is 873.50. So we're starting the pattern of lower highs, higher lows. So I'm a little nervous about what that might mean in the marketplace. And in the palladium, is this the zone that the market's saying, okay, I've corrected enough from 1584.50, gone down $170 an ounce. I'm battling at the 100-day average. I had an outside day up. Can I get a lift towards wherever that 18-day average comes in? That's what I'm looking at. That's thrown out the window if today's low is taken out, because then you're taking out the low of an outside day up, and that would have a bearish connotation to it. In the SEP dollar index, it threw out sell signals. It is oversold, I'm the first to say that, but lower highs, lower lows now, and an outside day down. So today's high becomes very important. If you take that out, it's the flip-flop of some of the metals here. That would portend that the market saw a correction, and it's the battle against the 18-day average hasn't yet been resolved, and maybe the market's going to rally a bit more. But that's your battleground. It's very similar to the platinum as it's fighting back and forth through here. Now, one of the things that we offer is a lot of research on different markets. Linn offers a lot of research, and especially if you get our QT trading platform, our oral research along with the written, boy, what a full package you get. Our people come on throughout the day talking these different markets. David Hightower, I'm sure you've heard of the Hightower report. Well, he does a lot of the financials, the soft commodities, talks the energy markets through it, so you get a feel for what they're doing. Then we have our own crews that are doing all these other markets during the day. Then in my own research, I'm covering a lot of the financials for you every single day. So how do you get a trial to all this? Well, just go to our website. Click on, you'll see a carousel of free offers. Click on any of the offers. You'll see the offerings. Choose what you want. We'll get it in your hands, and you can always call us. In the meantime, I'm Ira Epstein. What a day. Be ready for the potential of Tuesday reversals, and I will see you all tomorrow.